Hello, everyone. Test Tuesday again. So, we'll see how many people jump in. Get a few people in, and then we'll crack on. Because at the minute, I think there's about 4 people.
It's not bad going. It's like double your normal audience.
I know, yeah. Get in there.
Right, let me mute my TV, otherwise you're going to get interference.
JB's in, and Ale is in, and Wood is in.
Oh, so there's 5 of us at the minute. No, there ain't. There's 4 of us. Oh, no, Mickey Boy Mix here.
No, there's another one.
There is 5 of us.
And then there were 5. Let me see how many it actually says on YouTube. 3. Oh no, that's just waiting. That's just waiting. 6. So we're on 6.
Quick, why there's a small audience, Paul? You can do your giveaway, quick.
Oi! That's your reflection, dickhead. My dog's looking at his reflection and barking. Right. I might crack on.
Go on, start getting your test done.
It's just Test Tuesday, so we'll do my tests. If anyone's done their tests, put your results up. Well, this will be the last Test Tuesday because people might want me to do it and they don't come on. So
I know certain people constantly pestering for a live stream.
What we'll do, we'll kick it off with Katie. Why not? So last time 7.8 it were.
7.8.
Yep.
Well, it's been around that area for the past couple of months, isn't it?
Yeah. But what I did the other day, I put all 3 in, but I underdosed it, like I said, with a 4 scoops instead of 6. So what I did then, I did the 6, then added an extra 10 mil. So if it's at 8, we know why. I'm here. Ailey's here.
Ailey's always here. She never lets us down. It's the drink that makes it go on.
Yeah.
It's all that vodka.
Just make sure it's on the line. Tissue. Give it a.
Mickey Boy Mick. Elk 7.4, calcium 420, magnesium 1320, NO3 5, PO4 0.6.
0.06.
0.06, oh yeah. JB 8.1, calcium 410, magnesium 1390.
You see, at the minute, I've got a bit of a green cyano in my tank. So, not a lot, it's just at the bottom in the shade. So, I'm going to try that Cyano RX. See if I can get rid of it. It's not unsightly at the minute, but I don't want it to get unsightly. So that's why I'm going to try to get rid of it before it does.
Have you tried siphoning first, though? Just get it really thin.
Yeah, like I say, it's really difficult to get where it is. I think it is because of the lack of flow in the areas that it is.
Yeah, I would try and siphon it first with a really thin hose, and you ain't got filter socks, have you? So you just filter it straight, suck it.
Well, I've got the clarity. It'll catch it in there. It'll catch it in there, won't it? And then
you can do it in there. Yeah. Just make sure you close the vent on it, like the bypass. Close that up, siphon it straight into there, so you ain't got to worry about adding water back in. Just do it straight through.
Well, 1 sec, got a phone call.
Right,
hello. Mate. Hello.
Ailey, how's the camper van? Is it all done? Looking nice in them pictures. I love that grey. .1, Paulie. It's gone up a bit. That's that thingy, that concentrated alpha reef. Ailey, I don't think he's got a spare wave maker. I could be wrong. He has been saying he wants to get another Neuro 5 or a Neuro 3. JB, your pH is 8.5. The king of pH. That's the holy grail.
Sorry about that. 8.1 anyway.
Yeah, we see that. Yeah, good.
Yeah. So that's 8.1, which I knew it'd be a little bit up through what I did, would it? So
Yeah.
8.1. Very good. That'll do me. Let's do phosphates. Now, this last time, I think we worked it out, it was 0.09, wasn't it?
Yeah.
0.09. So, I'm wondering if this... See, really, I want this to be a bit higher, would it? Not higher. I don't want it to be any higher, and I don't want it to be any lower.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that this and the nitrates are balanced out a little bit. I've got to be careful. I'm on the brand new table. I'm trying to be careful.
Put a towel down, you know.
Oh, there's a towel down. But where I'm banging all the stuff, it's not on the towel. Right, I'm opening the powder first, so that's ready for when I do all the water. I always do that first. Because there's nothing worse than pressing the button, then doing this, and then figuring out you can't get half of it out. And the times the kid turns itself off or something.
Yeah. You seen that new that phosphate one? Stays on for 10 minutes afterwards.
The nitrate one?
Yeah, stays on for 10 minutes
I
after.
don't want. Yeah, what do you reckon about that, Woody? Do you reckon it's just a lot of pissing about?
Yep. As soon as I see a video last week sometime, someone done it, and I thought, yeah, that's too much messing about. I could just about bother to do the KH one, and it's the easiest thing in the world. So, stop doing that. I'll stick to the Salifert nitrate. That's only 2 steps, and then 3 minutes waiting. It's the easiest one ever. Did you see Inappropriate Reefers video?
Yeah, didn't like
he was saying about the Red Sea test kit takes 20 minutes, and this other one takes 10 minutes. But he's never tried the Salifert. He's mad. He needs to try the Salifert and see how easy it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just going to say on the Salifert. Aquarium Junkie up there. Thank you. Just wanted to say I watched from pretty much the very beginning. Never normally saw, but glad you're back now, Paul and friends. Nice, isn't it?
Who was that from?
Aquarium Junkie.
Thank you, mate. My Reef bot does it for me. Only because you've only just put some water in your tank. You weren't doing it for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
It's the only man I know that's had a tank like he's got and never had no water in it.
So nice and clean. I love these new vials, Woody. You know when they're just crystal clean? No scratches or airline scratches on them.
Temp is 25.5, salinity 35. Spot on, mate. I use the Hannah for phosphates, the low range.
Yeah, got to do the low range. It's the best one, isn't it? I think what we're actually using. So if you just explain with it what you use for all the tests, like I'll concur with you if I use them or not. That's a big word for you there.
Yeah. Word of the day toilet roll you've got in you. I use Hannah for phosphate and alkalinity. I've got the calcium checker, but I don't even bother. Salifert for calcium, magnesium, and phosphate.
Exactly the same as
and
me.
That's it. Yeah.
And the salinity, the salinity pen.
Oh, the salinity pen. Yeah, the Hannah salinity pen. Yeah, forgot about that. But I've got the Milwaukee one as well, and I sort of test them against each other every now and again to let me know whether I need to.
Do they have conflicting results? Hello.
Who wrote that? Who? What the
Yeah,
the Hannah
your Milwaukee and your Hannah.
Now, do you know what? No, they're pretty. Because I find the Milwaukee like solid. I've used the Milwaukee for probably 5-6 years or something like that, and I just find it solid. It's so easy to calibrate. So, yeah, I do sort of bounce the Hannah off of that, and then you see the other day, because I was on the phone to you when I calibrated the Hannah and put it in a 35 solution, and it was spot on. So yeah, if you look at it like that, then the Milwaukee. I know you didn't really get on with the Milwaukee, did you?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, so
But
I find it.
with you,
It can't be a
put
bit
it
big
on.
and bulky.
See, you put your water on it, and it told you your temperature. I put my water on it. It's like 3-4 degrees lower.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. You had a problem with yeah. You must have just had a bit of a faulty one or something, because my one's always been really like good, and I've had it for years.
Yeah. You are good with the powder that you have to use. You are, which powder? What? Who said that? Tiatel. Oh,
Yeah,
Atel.
T. Yeah. Just call him T.
Yeah. Alexa, 3-minute countdown.
Oh, you've just set my Alexa off.
Galgal's still not got the diffuser I sent him last week.
He's still not got them.
It's been a week. Well, a week today. I sent him was it last Tuesday? I sent them. I think it was last Tuesday. I sent them. Yeah.
Sure, you didn't send them to Seymour instead?
No, I sent Galgal I've got the receipt. I sent him the receipt. It's got his postcode, his address. Yeah.
JB uses the Red Sea.
See, I don't like the Red Sea. I used to use it.
They take too long.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I like the little handheld shaker thing and all that, but it still don't sort of warrant the test for me.
So while we're waiting for that one, well, do you know what? I'm just going to do one at a time. Phosphate packets. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see he's given us the thumbs up with the tea. Look, he said tea works. Thank you, mate.
Yeah. Well, with the phosphate packets, I just flick them, get the powder to one side, cut it round, and flick it as it's still shut, and it all drops down. You need to get that little hole in it to get the powder to drop.
Gal, stop showing off. Look at him, look. It's all automated for me.
His super chats are not automated, would it?
No, I've noticed that as well. Yeah. Don't do super chats on the Isle of Man. Come on, God. What an excuse. I've heard it all now.
I use a good old refractometer. You know what? I've got a refractometer in there. You know, if
oh my
I
God!
use
Look
it,
who's turned up.
I've just seen it.
On,
Seymour, the links in the chat, would it? In a Reef banter. So
yeah, go on. Reef banter. Everything there.
He can't say boo because we did send him the link.
I'm missing JB's comment now. It's gone too far up. Super Yellow Tank. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Oh, that's it, Gal. Well done, mate. Install that VPN, and then I think you're about 5 years worth of super chats behind. No super chats in New York either. I know. It's all right.
Yeah, I need my reciting money. I need super chats.
So, you've got my bank details anyway. That's all right. You can just send over whatever you need to.
We've got 12 seconds left. Alexa.
If Paul says it's okay, I'll send you the MP40 wet side. But it's you're on Paul's wet side or whatever. So you do sort out
of course.
whatever you're doing.
It's not my wet side. It's us wet side at your house. Jesus, Woody.
What's the matter, love?
Phosphates are not good, man.
The phosphate. Go on. What is it?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's low. Do you want to know how low?
Too low.
I'll tell you right now. That is 0.018.
I need to get some phosphates in there. I can't win with this tank. As far as I'm aware, I'm feeding so much, but my corals are growing like mad. So I think they're consuming it all with it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't show up if they was consuming it. Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose.
Do you know what? I'm definitely 100% not putting that shit in my tank at the minute. Do you know the Chemiclean?
Yeah.
I've got Chemiclean. The reason I've got Chemiclean, people, I was going to put that Cyano RX in and then put Chemiclean in after I've done a water change, just to make sure it was all clean. But with phosphates that low, I think it'd be stupid. What were we testing? But there we was testing phosphorus or phosphates. Well, phosphorus. That's parts per million. That's parts per billion. And that works out at 0.01 phosphates, which is too low. Too low. Stupidly low, and I don't like it. Trust me, I'm not doing anything to lower them, but they're lowering themselves at a rapid rate all the time.
No, JB,
You know,
I don't think it would.
Have you shared the stream? No,
On Facebook.
No, I don't think I have. You can do it.
Super Yellow Tank, what's your results? Have you tested your tank lately? And Seymour, what's your on?
Come on, Seymour. You've been a ghost recently. We need to speak properly. Ooh. Right. Let's check these. Let's check the nitrates. See how they compare to the phosphates. Do you know what, Woody? I think I need to buy some. I think I've got the phosphate stuff still in the cupboard.
Yeah,
No,
the nitrate.
no. 1 minute. Woody.
Yes, mate. 0.14, Seymour. With phosphates.
What I've got, Woody?
What you got? We got. Oh, yeah. Give it a shake. And what was can you remember what the ratio was, though? What to put in?
Nope.
Just put.
But I think I did
5
it.
million, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Ailey said she tested the dead fish. It was definitely dead.
What should I do? Tickle his belly? Get some coral food in there. Super Yellow Tank, right? I'm feeding flake food. Well, not for the last couple of days, Woody. You know the flake food?
Oh, you took the auto.
Yeah,
Off,
I have been feeding. I've been feeding flake food 4 times a day, and I've been feeding 6 cubes of frozen food every single day. I've been dosing 10 mil of aminos, Woody.
Yeah.
Right, just to get the things up, and it's not even touching it. Do you know what I mean?
It's because the thing is, look at your skimmer in that you got on there. You got a Clarity, you got a big ass skimmer, and you've got a lot of biomedia as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I had to take my skimmer off my tank for a good?
This is what I wanted to ask.
I had it off my tank for a good 6 months, didn't I? So I can get some nutrients in the tank.
You reckon? Well, what I might do, I might turn the skimmer down so it's still sucking air in. Do you know, doing the bubbles, but getting nowhere near the top. Do you know what I mean?
So really dry skim.
Yeah,
all it's going to do is it's still going to skim, but it's just going to fill up the neck of the skimmer.
Shared on Reef Community Worldwide page. Thank you. Right. So let's get these nitrates done, and then we can see where we can go from there.
You lazy sod. Look, sorry I'm late. Got into 7 and fell asleep. You lazy git.
Well, if you want to come in, the link's in the WhatsApp group. If anyone wants to join the WhatsApp group, ask Ailey. And Ailey will go, sod off, you're admin.
You can't ask Ailey. She's grieving at the minute. You know what I mean? She had a bereavement in the family. Her poor little Yoshi. Go be bit of dust.
No, we committed suicide. Right, 1 mil. 1 mil of that. 4 drops of this.
Ailey's going to take us on a road trip when
Aye, look at his name.
Well, who?
Seymour's.
Was he changed it? There's
No,
nothing there.
instead of putting reefing with O, he's reef hung with O. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seymour, you're on.
Oh, hey. I thought that
What up,
changed my art.
Reefing not with Paul. She's changed it now. Reefing not with Paul.
Oh,
Seymour,
yes.
that MP4 is yours. Tell Woody to send it to you.
Oh. I'm tired of chasing people down, you know?
Well, you never speak to them. It's your own fault.
Yeah. That's my fault.
Okay, Google. Set 3-minute countdown.
What's that group
Lordy.
called?
It's
What's up, bro?
it's my fault that I didn't get an MP40 website. Or it's your fault that you have it. I don't know. It seems to be everybody's fault, but
I'm gonna say it's whoever ordered it. I'm gonna say it's their fault. Who ordered it? Oh,
the person who's not claiming responsibility.
always the way.
Seymour, I ordered it. I sent you the link to follow it up. You knew it was coming here. It was going to yours, but they sent it to Woody instead. So
It's what they've been doing on that Ecotech thing at the minute, innit? On the Ecotech experts, if they know something is going to an address, they just put it all in one box. I think that's what they've done.
The dog's farted and it stinks. Honestly, it's like right, Woody. It looks like these nitrates are going to be. It's still 2 minutes left, but
There he is.
it's still light. Still light.
Oh, look, it's cold.
Hey, you was trying to wind me up you was trying to wind me up with all the
No, Carl, he does it to me all the time. All the time.
Last night it was Carl, it was all spelt wrong, and I'm like,
No,
Because he says,
I was
no matter
cold.
how it's spelt, it all sounds the same when I say it.
Yeah, I was a little bit cold, so I was cold.
I'm in construction industry, man. You can't wind me up.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Oh, you've not known all long enough then. He will.
That's right. I'll just keep repeating the same joke over and over. Eventually, they'll know you.
It winds you up until you leave and realise
He's not lying. He's not lying. He'll do it till you snap.
Yeah, it's quite repetitive.
Right, we've got 43 seconds to go. Woody, this is not looking pretty.
No, it's still crystal clear.
Well, it's definitely lighter than 2 anyway.
All right.
On its side, we're going to set up to what's that? Still 26 seconds to go. But we're talking.
Oh, I should be testing, right? I mounted all my frags today, Woody. Every frag I had.
Yeah, I see. In the chat, in the group, you said it. I didn't get a chance to look at the picture you done too much. But is everything looking all right?
Yeah, I've still got some LPS on the frag rack I got to take off, but all the frags I got the other day. Everything I mounted.
Are they all doing all right? Oh, they all
Yeah, I
survived.
think I lost a green slimer, but that's it.
That's not bad going, is it? That's quite strange, really.
Well, I lost another
some of the corals you've got, and you lost a green slimer. One of the easiest ones out of all of them to keep.
Yeah.
Nitrates are 0.5.
Actually,
Yeah, so you want that up a bit, didn't you?
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's like a pink purple hammer. That's nice.
So has anyone else experienced a variance between alkalinity checker reagents? Just use the new bottle and it's different to my last. Yeah. Each one on your very last dose, test it and then do another test with your new bottle. Usually it's 1 out, up or down. But yeah, I think everyone has that. I think you did it last time, didn't you? Ignorant.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, we're talking to you. Someone's asking there about, do you know the Hannah checkers? Like the new bottle is different than the other bottle that we use.
Oh yeah. I always test when I'm going from bottle to bottle. I always test with the old one, and then do a test with the new one.
Weren't we talking about this a little while ago?
Yeah.
We was talking about this exact thing a little while ago, weren't we, O?
Yeah, because we tested, like, we got all to test it when he got his new bottle, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was different, wasn't it?
I think it was one out. Like, was it 1 or 2?
And I think, you know what? I think Travis goes on about that as well, doesn't he? He does the same thing. Fish of X.
Do you know what? I was just watching him about 10 minutes ago on his frag racks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate. It was about Aptasia and his electric probe thing that kills him. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah, the Manjano one. Yeah.
Do they sell them over here, or is it just American?
No, go on eBay. They're on eBay.
Oh, I'm gonna have a
I think
look
about 60, 70 quid, something like that.
What's that, the Zappers?
Yeah, the Manjano wand.
I dug a load out of the Zoas, and then
those
I've gone and
do
had a
those
look
work?
when I got in, and I've got a few more Aptasia right in the middle of the Zoas.
Yeah, I've not had Aptasia in about 5-6 years. I had one on a coral that I brought in, so I got rid of the coral.
Yeah, I went out. I tried like a bunch of things, and I just went out and got like, 25 or 30 peppermint shrimp. They were on sale. Boom. Within a week, they were gone. I haven't seen them since. When I tried to do one of the best peppermint shrimp, it didn't work. But when I just went ahead, they were on sale. I was like, give me 25. Boom. Done.
Yeah, I think the Manjano wand is, if you use it too much, doesn't it strip the oxygen out of the water or something?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah, you
can only do a little bit at a time.
Yeah. I mean, I had a peppermint shrimp. This was ages ago. I don't think I ever see him. I put him in a tank. I don't think I ever see it. I think I had 2, and I never see him. Ever.
You probably find it ended up in your rear chamber. They always seem to, if you got a sump, they either end up going down the overflow and you find them in your sump, or they go in your rear chamber for some reason. But they are very hit and miss. But when they work, they're brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's why I just went for the overwhelming, because when I was buying 1 or 2, like,
I don't think 1 or 2. I think you've got to buy 5 or 6 to deal with it.
I think Seymour bought 20.
Yeah. If you had, I remember Dave Nano had one that ate, and he gave it to me. I put it in a nano, and it worked. But that's why I just went for like the approach. And what happened is, you would see them, like, one would start eating it, and the rest would come over, and they would just gang up on it. And pretty soon, like, it will be gone. And then within like a few days, like a week or so, they were gone, and I wouldn't see them anymore. And then you would see them come out when you're feeding. And then I saw some in my nano, and I just moved like 5 of them over to the nano. Chop, gone.
Yeah, I must admit, I haven't got a lot in there. I was checking it, and I've just got one little colony of zoas, and there's one right in the middle. What I usually do is just take it out, and I give it a fresh water dip, and then I get my little tweezers and spend about 20 minutes just scraping the crap off. And usually 9 times out of 10 that works for me.
It's like Haley said, to work better in groups. Most probably because one will start munching it, and the others will go, hang on a minute, that's food. So they all join in.
Yeah, I find that selective just overwhelmed. Just try to overwhelm the problem.
Oh, we're getting there. That's blue. One more drop. No, that's blue. That's blue.
Yeah, like even JB says they work for him as well. I think peppermint shrimp is definitely the way to go.
Bang on 10. What's bang on 10? Magnesium. 1350 magnesium.
That's good.
That's the lowest it's ever been.
Perfect.
So 1350. Do you know what? Double dosing with it, Triton and all Reef is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
There's one piece
you ain't having that problem that some people get with the Alpha Reef, which is the magnesium going sky high.
Yeah, mine seems to be lowering.
Yeah, yours going the opposite way. That's what you need, Cole.
What?
Alpha Reef. Get some Alpha Reef in your tank. Just buy a small bottle of it, and then just dose a bit every day.
Is that a bit of it? Is that it? It's got to be a bit of everything in it, one bottle.
It's
Everything in one bottle.
Absolutely everything.
And what would you do with that then? He's literally put what, like 2 mil a day in, or
Yeah,
well, just
start off at 2 mil a day.
tank. Yeah, test your
I mean,
tank.
I've got the whole Red Sea series I bought, and I know Paul don't like Red Sea because he keeps saying
Yeah,
it, but,
we know that. We see your video.
I've got-
Literally everything Red Sea. I reckon you
I
might
know.
even have Red Sea boxer shorts.
Are you sponsored by Red Sea?
Do you know what, right? I don't know how I come about with all the Red Sea. It's just I pop in a shop and it was the first thing, and like you say, I just pick it up and go, oh, that one I do.
Yeah, because when you first started doing it, you went into the shop and they went, "Oh, I'm starting Reef," and they went, "Red Sea, the most expensive shit. This is what you want." We made more profit on all this stuff.
Yeah,
You know
that's what they got the biggest markup on.
I'll tell you what does work for your zoas. I mean, and I was just doing a little bit of research on is it the radium blues? What you was talking about? Right?
Have you seen what Ailey's wrote in the chat?
Yeah, I see it, yeah. Wait, that's where half my wages comes from, Ailey.
We're saying that you're a Red Sea rep, Carl, and then Woody's an Alpha Reef rep. He tells everyone to use Alpha Reef.
Yeah, T, that's a good idea. The carbocalcium, mix the A and the K to avoid the magnesium issue. Yeah, it's a good idea, especially if you're struggling with high magnesium. That's a good idea.
Right, hang on, let me just mute Paul.
Is someone eating a bag of crisps on the
Well,
side?
he was. I've just muted him. What was I going to say?
Don't be messing with me, Cole.
Woody.
Oh, you're so noisy, man. Seriously, you make so much noise.
Seymour, even Jenny's laughing at you.
Woody.
Hey, Cole is going to catch a cold. Watch.
What's he say?
Tell these how many years worth of Alpha Reef you've got, so you don't have to buy any for how many years.
Oh bloody hell! It's got to be about. I can't even work it out. I've got I've got about 16, 17 litres of it. So
why do you need 67 litres of it?
He doesn't.
Did
it's
someone
just
give it to you?
no. I bought it. It's just
Yeah.
so I don't
you're
run
like-
out for the next 6 years
So you're like me with tanks, but with that kind of
with
stuff.
everything. I do it with everything: lights, equipment, everything.
Woody, how many lights have you got?
Oh, don't start.
Did you, Jenny?
Sorry, I'll ask the missus. Jenny, how many lights have you got in the cupboard?
I can't talk about it.
I think
Jenny, does he still have that light on top of the cabinet in the kitchen?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because I thought he said he was going to get rid of that last year, right?
I was going to get rid of a lot of things, apparently.
I can't
Jenny,
help it. I'm a
Jenny,
equipment
is it still
order.
loads of boxes to put in the loft? Does he not put them in the loft yet?
I'm not allowed to swear.
I think I've got anywhere between sort of 13 and 15 different lights. I think something like that.
Well, I must admit, I picked up another tank today. And all funny.
What do you mean? I think he's really building a greenhouse and he just needs the glass.
No. Listen, seriously. I spoke to my dad. Rang me and he went to me. Right, he said,
Jim,
"I've been out in the
chat
house, and you've got gear everywhere." He said, "You're either going to do it or get it out." So he said, "Set it up." So I've got a chippy going round now, and I don't know, man. I'm going all units all the way round there. And I was going to sit them on the top of the units, and then we're going to put the sumps underneath in the cabinets. That's the plan.
That's probably the best idea. That is, isn't it? Saves you messing about with timber and building.
Where's your missus, Carl?
My missus in there. Hello. No, she said, "Oh, well, I won't say what she said."
Now we're going to get you in the shit.
And I sold the big 7-footer to some geezer. It was too big, man. I couldn't even get down the alley. So I've ended up with another.
Right. Calcium is 1, 2, 2, 12, 1440. 440.
I was going to say 1440.
Yeah, 440.
What was it last week? I'm trying to think what it was last
What's
week.
that, Carl? You're going to bring another fish tank home?
It's in the garden. It's in the garden. And I'll try and show you.
I told you he's building a greenhouse.
I don't know if you can see it. Hold on.
Was that your Y fronts on the washing line there?
Hold on. No. Oh, it's cold.
Why's he got a little yellow stain at the front?
Can you see that? Ah.
What size is that?
It
looks about 5 foot. Yeah, 4 foot.
But
you know what? When we're looking for a tank, we can't find one anywhere. Yeah, he picks them up like every other day.
Look on the floor there, Paul. Do you see that? Look.
Jesus, where are you getting these from?
No, there's I know a fella around the corner who's got a shop, right? And he's basically what he said to me about 2 months ago. Ah, shit, that's just trying to stone. He said to me about he said to me 2 months ago, he's getting all new tanks. He said, if you want them, I'll put them all aside for you. I forgot all about it. I popped down the other day to pick up some filter floss, and he went to me, hey, do you want to take them? And as I had the van, I went, yeah, stick them in the van, let's go. So, but it might, I'm a bit crazy. It might even go back on there, to be honest with you.
Paulie, Ailey said your calcium last week was 450, so it's gone down 10.
There you go. So that's gone down 10. Magnesium's gone down a little bit. Yeah, I'm dosing more.
And your KH has gone up.
Yeah, but that I knew because I kind of double dosed it purposely. So, now we're going to guesstimate how much of this to put in. Reckon about 5 mil.
What of that? What are you putting in that phosphate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't go mad.
Well, what I'll do, I'll put calcium should be 3 times your magnesium. So let's do some maths then. Right. Where's my calculator? There it is. 440 times 3. 1320. Well, it was 1350. 1320, 1350. I think that's pretty damn good, isn't it? Very close. That's close enough. Yep, I'm all right with that.
Sell me this product then, all for Reef. It sells itself. There you go. It sells itself. 1 dosing pump. Well, you don't even need a dosing pump if you want to do it manually every day. But
would you have all for Reef for just like a sort of softy stroke LPS tank, or is it more of an SPS thing?
It's hard to. I suppose you can use it on anything, but if you're doing regular water changes, I suppose you wouldn't need to dose anything.
Because that tank's so little, that little Red Sea thing, right? I do a water change on that, and when I test everything's sort of like just bang on. I suppose if you've got a 3 foot or a 4 foot, then it's worth adding, isn't it? Yeah,
well, they're saying that your tank's only a little bit smaller than my tank, but it's just that my tank is obviously about 95% SPS. So I suppose in that sense, it's better for me to use that, and you can get away with water changes. Yeah, but if you want to start getting into the SPS and all that, because it ain't like your tank can do SPS. It ain't like you got a terrible light and you don't.
I mean, I've got that little bit of I think it's I can't pronounce nothing. Stylophora or whatever. I mean, it's not dead, and it's been in there 2 weeks, and it's doing all right. It's not. I mean, it ain't dead, put it that way. So, but I think if you start doing all the SPS at the top, you'd have to add that to give it a little bit more.
Yeah. So you would say it's surviving. It's not thriving. It's just surviving.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah. It's not. Well, it was weird because I bought a bit. Oh well, no, so I didn't buy it. Someone gave me a little bit of the Aquapora, and it was I think it was Aquapora. Could be wrong, but I put that on the side, and mate, literally within 2 days, brown and then dead. And that was near enough for the same position where that one was. But he reckons it was so finicky, it's got to be parameters, got to be bang on. But it didn't last that long, to be honest with you. But
yeah, it's a tough one because it's, you know, I struggled with SPS for years, and then I don't know what it is. Then just sometimes you feel like you can just stick anything in a tank, and it just survive and grow. It's weird. It is a strange one.
That's what I'm saying. My first tank I ever started with, mate, and you know when you start, you just want every coral on the planet. I went round this woman's ass, this Polish woman. She had loads of it. I went, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that. And I just glued it everywhere. I didn't really know where it had to go. And you know what? It actually done perfect in it. My bird's nest went from like that to like that within the space of like 2 months. And I'm thinking, Jesus, and I was fragging it up and selling bits of it. Perfect. So it's one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is a strange one.
But I'll tell you what I have noticed. I did used to do a little bit of. I went on what is it? AGI on YouTube, and this geezer does all zoas, right? And iodine is the key for colour. He was saying, so I thought, you know what? He said, you've got to be careful because it can kill everything. But I thought, you know what? I'll buy some Red Sea iodine. And it was Red Sea. And you know what? You do get colour growth. The colour was really deep. I haven't used it for a while because I sort of go on and then off, but it does actually work, the iodine.
Do you test radon? You test radon?
What's that, Bob?
Do you test radon?
No.
You need to.
No, but when I was watching that program, the geezer with his frag tanks, he just put 2 mil of iodine in every day. I mean, obviously on my tank, you ain't going to do it every day. I just done it once a week, 1 mil in a pipette. And I thought, I won't go no more than that. And you know what? I did see a bit of a difference. But the only thing that didn't really like it was my rose bubble tips. They sort of, as soon as you put it in there, they sort of cheesed them off a bit. So I sort of went,
Yeah, see, I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but I think 2 mil or even 1 mil of iodine each day is a lot. I don't know whether it's the concentration of the Red Sea, because my one's only a little dripper bottle. And
I think that's a lot because I heard about people add in like Lugol's. They just add like a couple drops a month. Because even Reef Keeper said he was adding 2 drops of like iodine a week. And you know, when his tank crashed, when he measured it, I'm not saying that was the cause of the crash, but he was, when it should be 60, he was like 800, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he was doing a couple drops a week. So I think a couple drops a day. It doesn't matter how many drops, just adding it per day is sounds like
it don't get consumed that much, does it? So it just builds up and builds up and builds up.
Well, the only reason I started to do it because, like I can't remember the actual fella. He was an Australian fella, and he had like his frag tank was massive, like a swimming pool. So obviously he can dose like 2 million, and it must have been what 8 foot by 4 foot, but he had like 30 of them. And he said the zoas love it, and I thought, well,
that's what I'm saying. So you think of that volume of water that he had, and he was putting 2 mil in, and you was doing 1 mil in, you know, 80 litres or 70 litres or whatever. It's a lot of iodine.
The tank I had at the time was a 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot high.
Yeah.
And I was putting in 1 mil once a week. And you know
what? I put one drop, like one the little squeezy drop of
1 mil is a lot, you know. Like
I put one drip in every 2 weeks. That's
Lugol's is the people are putting in drops per week, and a drop is like 0.1, 0.2 of a mil. So for you to put mil every couple days or so, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That sounds like a lot to me.
Because I've got.
I was putting it in. You see this here? Let me just show you. I was putting in. Hold on, that much
Yeah, so that's like a meal. That's the same
That,
sort of.
that's that. And I was doing that, honestly, I swear blind, once a week, more than likely it was on a Saturday once I'd done a water change. And the only thing that I found was the rose bubble tips. As soon as you stick it in, they sort of scrunched up a little bit. But that was the only. But then again, bear in mind, I didn't have a lot of stuff in it. It was more Zoas and levers. They was all right, but I did see a bit of a difference, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably at first you probably did see a good difference, and then after a while of it, the iodine building up, it probably went the opposite way.
Yeah,
You got to be very careful
saying.
with iodine.
For a while, and then I stopped. I don't know why I stopped. I just stopped, and then all of a sudden, like a couple of months, I went back. But then that's that with the Red Sea, like you were talking about Ultra Reef. I don't want to with the Red Sea thing, with all the acids and stuff like that. It's the same thing. I put that in there, and after a couple of weeks, everything was really thriving and looking bright. But then after that, it sort of went downhill, and I thought, you know what? It's just easy to do a water change.
Have you ever seen programs where corals are dying and that? They look the best just before they die.
Yeah, I think at this point you're probably low on this stuff. So when you put it initially, they look good. But if you keep dosing it, it's detrimental to the entire tank. I mean, my son has a nano tank, and I don't have a refugium on it. What I end up doing is just do if it's looking like crap, I just drain the entire tank and just do like a big water change on it, and that just resets everything. So
yeah, that's you notice straight away. I notice on a Saturday. I mean, my tank's looking all right at the moment. Yeah, you usually can tell your corals are looking fluffy and your candy canes are fluffy, this, that, and the other. And by Saturday, it still looks good. But as soon as I do the water change, and I'd say it's a 25%, maybe 30%. Within an hour, couple of hours, it just looks really vibrant. And that's all I've done from day one, to be honest with you, and it works.
The thing is, you use Red Sea salt anyway, didn't you?
Yeah, I might change that. The only reason I say that is one of my torches still had some of that brown slime. And then what I noticed with the Red Sea Pro is it makes the calcium, the
alkalinity sky high, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes the corals really not strong. It makes the calcium really crumble and stuff. And I read that as well.
That's the higher alkalinity.
My
Go to
14.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy, that is.
That's mad. But I mean, it's a 50-50. They reckon it's better for growth, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just at the high end of
that is high.
Of that alkalinity, yeah.
12 kH in it, there's.
I think it's more than that. 13, 14, something like that.
About 13.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, everything in my tank when I do it is high. It's all above everybody else, and I'm thinking, oh.
I think the Red Sea Coral Pro is like 12, but I think the regular Red Sea is like 8 or 9, isn't it?
Yeah, the regular one is. All the pro is, like I say, and I'm no expert. When I read all the back and I read the pamphlet, it's just for faster growth. Now it might be for more of an FPS test, I don't know, but it works. But it is all high. It's really, really high. Everything. But stable.
If it works for you, mate, stick with whatever works for you.
Well, it was the first sort I bought when I started, and I don't see any problems with it. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
How much is it now? It's quite expensive, isn't it?
I paid 68 quid for my big tub.
Yeah. How much is the Tropic Marine Pro?
How much is that?
I don't know. How much is that, Seymour?
About $100. Oh, sorry, I was trying to take.
At 50 quid.
I was eating crisps. Sorry, Cole.
Yeah, mate, it's noise again, isn't it? Crunching. But don't you find that whatever you use in your tank, after a while, if you've been using it long enough, your corals adapt to it?
Oh, yeah, they will do. Yeah, definitely. As long as it stays stable.
Yeah, if it's stable, they will adapt to the environment they're in.
Yeah, definitely. Well, look at my tank. My tank was running at an alkalinity of 4.2 for God knows how many months, and it was because it's stable at that. Everything was doing well.
It's happy,
So,
you know.
But it was just bonkers when I tested it and see it was that low, and I've slowly been bringing it up. But yeah, it's mad what corals will adapt to, as long as it's stable.
Well, but they do that in the ocean as well, don't they? You think of the ocean, right? And it's getting warmer. All right, and obviously there is bleaching going on, but they've got to adapt. If it's getting warmer, they adapt, don't they? They've got to.
Yeah, as long as it don't happen too quick. If it don't happen too quick, then yeah, it'll adapt.
Drop it marine, Woody, by the way, because it crashed on my side. It's around the same price.
What, about 60 quid?
And the rest. The
Oh, is it?
25 kilo. Yeah, more expensive.
Yeah, do you know what it is? That's probably because it's become so popular. They've probably put the price up because once Bulk Reef Supply said it was the best salt on the planet, I think everyone just went crazy. So they jumped on the bandwagon.
From Amazon, 40 quid for 20 kilos.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
See,
I'd
always choose something that's pharmaceutical. Always.
I just love Red Sea. I'm a Red Sea fan.
I used to be.
Del?
I don't mind them. I think some of their stuff is pretty good, to be perfectly honest.
It is pretty good. But I think they just overprice everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right with that. I mean, but what was I talking? I was talking to a fella the other day, and he wanted to buy a nano tank, yeah. And he said to me, "What do you reckon?" Now, I wouldn't say research, but I watched on the water box, right? And truth be known, I like it, but the Red Sea just blows it out of the water. I'm sorry. In my mind, for that tank, that stand, that light, that filter, that skimmer and everything, and the auto top off, for that kind of money, you ain't beating that, man. I'm sorry. That was just my opinion. I mean, but...
What did that come to? You're on about your Max, your Max Nano.
I mean, you think about it. I got that for 750 quid all in. Oh, I've got some sand. We've got to sort me out a bit of sand. But...
So I think the water box do a tank. I think they do their 18-inch cube, and that's with a sump. So it's their Marine X. I think that's either 599 or 699. I think it's 599 without a light, or 699 with a light.
But when I was watching this last night on the water box, I thought I'll see what their little nanos are like. I bought not my first tank. Yeah, sorry, I lied. My first tank when I first started was exactly the same as that. 6mm glass, back chamber, exactly the same, near enough. Maybe not as pretty on the mastic around the edges. Was 140 quid.
Yeah.
No different. It's 140 sobs. And put an AI prime light on it. It's 4 chambers at the back. It's a bit of acrylic glue masticed on. Don't matter if it's clear or black, whatever. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's no different. Unless the glass is optical glass, which is higher quality glass, then you're going to pay.
Yeah, I think all Red Sea tanks are Opti, aren't they? I think they're all Opti white now, so you will get they do a lovely tank. They do a lovely tank.
I mean, a tank. I'll tell you what a tank I really do like, and I had a look at them in depth. Is the D&D tanks? I think they're stunning.
Was it the Reef Pros or something they called, didn't they?
Yeah, the Reef Pro 1200, which it's not as high.
Yeah, no, they're quite shallow. That's what I like about them.
I like, and everybody likes in certain things. I like a shallow reef, and that's grown on me after having a big tall tank and have to get the steps out to get in and move a coral. They're lovely.
I love shallow tanks. Yeah, they are nice. And if I'm being honest, I was looking at a 900. I was looking at a 900 Pro. So I'm not a fan of big tanks. And they are nice.
You're right. I was not a massive great fan of big tanks. After that big monstrosity thing that I got off my mate, I was just like, mate, seriously? It was hideous. But that, like I say, that if you was a reefer and you just thought, right, I just want Zoas and maybe a few pallies and I don't know, a couple of soft corals in there, a Red Sea Max Nano all in one for 750 sovs delivered to your door is pretty good going.
Yeah,
And
not bad.
reliable. You know,
Paul,
like I
put
say,
the kettle on.
I'm not digging any other tanks or anything. I just think it's good value for money, and the customer service is good. When I bought that, I had a problem with the light. I phoned the geezer. Well, my missus phoned the geezer and said to him, "You need to sort it out like now." It's good. And boss, they was on it like that, on it.
Was it Jay? Was his
I don't
name
know,
Jay?
Well, he
Yeah.
said to me, "You've got to go back to the shop, and they're going to change the light over you, like literally today." And I literally within an hour, I went back to the shop. They had a phone call, give me a new light, no problem. And he even sent me a little, because I said to him on my one, the cabinets, yeah, the Red Sea. I said, I ain't got, this is just me. I said, I want a Red Sea sticker.
The badge for the front.
The little badge on the
Yeah.
cabinet. Said, because everyone else has got it on the bigger one, and I ain't got it. Lo and behold, and I shall show you. Lo and behold. Hold up, where is it? Oh, for fuck's sake.
See, I took mine off me.
Yeah,
He
I'm like
sent
that.
it to me. But that's just me being finicky, isn't it? Whatever.
No, it's what you like, isn't it? The thing is, you paid out all that
Well,
money for a cabinet. You know, you want
To be
you want
honest
the
with you, I said to
want
the
the
guys on the
branding.
phone, I said, the cabinets, I said, what? The only gripe I have got with this tank, I said, your cabinets are so boring. I said, it's just black and white. Why can't you have the stone grey or this or that? I said, oh, freshen it up a bit. No. I was like, fair enough. Can't win them all.
Unfortunately,
But big tank, if I was to go, I mean, other than them ones I've got out there, they didn't cost me nothing. So I'm not, I'm not expecting anything from them, to be honest with you. But I do like the D&D one. On that one that you said the other day by Nios.
yeah, the Opus 300. Yeah, that's a lovely tank.
Yeah, but not many people sell them. I think they can be quite tricky to get. I don't know.
AAC in Harlow, they do them. They've got one. They've got one in the shop to have a look at it all set up.
That fella who used to work, he used to work in Home Marine, which is in Enfield.
Who, Paul?
Yeah, Paul used to work in Home Marine years ago. I was going in there buying tropical fish. I remember him in there. And I went to Harlow with my missus, a month ago. I said, we're going there. I've gone in there. And it's him. I was like, what are you doing in here? When I own it.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing well. We went in Cole. I supply all the football. I do this, I do that. I said, you sort me out some Torts Coles, a bit cheaper than that. No, it's not going to happen.
Wait, what did he call you? What did he call you? What did he say?
He went, it's not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
But he's all right, though. He's a nice fella. And he knows.
Yeah, no, he's all right.
He's a grinding fella. I like him in there. But he does do, if I'm going to go and get any SPS or anything, his SPS. I mean, I don't know a lot about SPS, but his SPS is stunning in there, man. But it's pricey. He's very
pricey. But he's like that sounds weird, but he's like the worldwide corals of the UK. Paul is.
He is literally 15 minutes away from me.
Yeah, I was gonna go there this Saturday.
You going there this Saturday?
The Saturday just gone. I was gonna go. I might go Saturday coming.
Well, text me when you go and meet your Dan.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll do that.
It's only small in there, though, isn't it?
It's tiny.
He owns the back bit and all, because he said he's
got the warehouse, like a warehouse full up with frag trays, just full of corals.
But I must admit, his corals in there are really nice. I won't knock him for that. I mean, I bought, what did I get? I got some clove polyps, but they was like high-end stuff.
Yeah,
mate, they was expensive, but they look proper nice. Do you know what I mean? They's all right.
Super glue ball on my hands now. What's Paul mixing?
Yeah,
I was putting the Ecotech glue into a Gorilla Glue one because the Ecotech glue tubs are crap. I've got a massive tub
I've still got all my Ecotech glue. What we got from them.
Wait,
I've got loads of it.
I need some glue.
Oh, no, you talk about glue.
You need some glue.
Eco-Tech glue here, that's a massive one. And I've just poured some in this one. You know, the Gorilla glue.
Yeah.
Because this was in my toolbox empty. And
Seymour, I'll send you some glue with the wet side.
did I send you some glue?
Woody, you talk
Yeah.
about glue, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you say you're sending me some wet ass glue?
I'm
Some
not
what?
glue expert, but bear with, I bought that, yeah?
Yeah.
And you know what? That is so much better. That for a $5, that would either charge me a tenner.
Yeah, well,
That Ecotech, the Ecotech glue, we
so
get for nothing.
Yeah, because you lot are up there with the big boys. I ain't.
We get a massive set. You get a massive bottle.
yeah, look, that's 295 mils. Big
That's
bottle.
the medium bottle, isn't it? Is that the
That's
big
the
one
big
or
one.
Yeah.
That's the big one. I sent you some. Which one have you got?
I've got the big one and the medium one. I think I've got a small one as well. The medium and that I ain't even opened. I'll send that to. Oh, do you want some glue then? Seymour, stop eating.
But don't.
Yeah, sorry, I was eating some crisps. Yeah, I want some glue.
This on.
All right.
It takes longer to stick than
Here,
that.
one, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glue.
No, they're good.
Gorilla
Glue
glue,
is good.
it's banging. I use it all the time. Only reason I picked it, I was in there and I thought, do you know what, I'll get the glue while I'm in here now. I didn't really want it, but I bought it. I never again.
I only use the Ecotech glue because it's free.
Well,
it weren't free.
It's free as such. I ain't free.
I think the Ecotech glue, even though it's gel glue, it's still a bit runny.
You got to give it a good shake. You need to give it a good shake.
It takes a little bit longer to set, I find. And
I
I
think the Ecotech glue is okay. I find that after you first use it, you have to put it in the fridge though.
Do you know I stuck my whole scape together with Ecotech glue?
Yeah. If you leave it outside the fridge, I find that when you go to use it the next time, if you don't shake it up or massage it a little bit, the part of the top is a little runnier than the rest. So I find that when I keep it in the fridge between uses, it's a little more consistent.
What if Mrs. comes in pissed?
No, that's yeah. Well, but that's what I used and put my whole shape together. It was the Ecotech glue, and just that and a little bit of accelerator, and it's golden. You're good.
Do you know the best stuff to you? Is the guttering glue. I don't advise it for your tank, to be honest with you. And you know the spray, you know when you're putting gutters on and fascia boards and all the plastic fascia boards.
This is a typical builder speaking here.
When I first started, I was like, oh, do you know what? I used that and I used the spray to make it go off instantly. Mate, it stick your rock upside down, no problem. But it probably kill everything though.
Yeah, killed everything.
Hey, Cole, let me ask you a question, Cole. Cole, can you do roofs, Cole?
What? What's he saying?
Can you do roofs?
He's being a cunt.
I can do anything. I can do it. I've put a picture. Did you see the picture on Insta? I'm just back to this job today, plastering this. I've done basically all of his extension, and I was out in the back room. But mate, I'm telling you, you get too old for this. I'll get home and I'm out. I have to have an hour's kip. Hence, I was late.
You can unmute yourself now, Seymour. Making a bloody show of me.
Understand, Paul. You can yes.
Cole, do you know what it is? Paul's got a leaky roof at his ass, so O's taking the piss.
So what's the matter with his gaff? Get up on there.
Oh, his roof's leaking. What's up, DC?
Oh shoot, yo, Woody! I just tested my.
I had some
phosphate.
I
tested my phosphates last week, and it was 0.15 or something. And I put like 10 or 15 drops of the what do they call it? The phosphate RX. It was It was only like my phosphates is 00 right now.
Too much leverage.
But I was supposed to put in a quarter of what it needed to take it down to 0.08 because I was only trying to take it down to 0.08, but now 00, and I tested it twice, it's 00.
Come on in, now. What's the matter with your roof? Or is it you just guttering?
No,
No,
it's
it's
not
his
his
roof.
roof. It's my roof.
Is it? It's probably just the tile broken in half, and it's running down, going down the tile, coming through the felt and going
No,
in.
I've had roofers up. Roofers come over there, stripped it down, did it all, pointed all the valleys, and I went up to there to check it. It's pissing in
What?
at the valley still. Yeah, it's coming tomorrow.
Do you know, 95% of that, I've fixed a couple of roofs back in the summer. 95% of the roofs, some of the roofers, when they get up on the roof, right, where you got the joists that go up, and then you've got your battens that go every, like, just say 8 inches, they don't tread on the rafters, and they snap the tile. But sometimes you can't hear them snap. So if they got a crack in them, and it's running down the roof, it goes through in the crack, and if it's heavy rain, because we've had some heavy rain the last couple of days, it seeps all the way through. And if you've got crappy felt, then it'll come in. Quickest and easiest.
I've got a crappy
You know
fella.
what? You know what, Cole? I don't know
Yeah.
anything about roofs, but that sounds exactly like the problem.
I guarantee.
He's a dick. Look at him.
What did he say then?
He goes, I don't know you, Cole. I don't know you, Cole. He goes, but that sounds exactly like the problem. It's my own. He's got the other.
He's such a melon, isn't he?
Look at it.
Look at his smile.
Oh,
on
look,
his
Paul.
face, look.
I took the stars out of my roof, so you can't make fun of that anymore. Ha, 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 ha.
What's that? What's DC Reef say here?
DC said, do you like manual testing or rather do automatic?
I like manual testing.
Automatic,
Yes, I do,
baby. Listen,
Oh, stop showing off.
I was a fan of
Sound worse
manual
than Gal
testing,
Gal.
but the minute you do automatic testing, you can't go back. It's a pain in the butt now to do this nitrate test and phosphate test.
Well, I've been waiting for my Trident from someone, one of my good friends.
Oh,
but
all
he's,
right. Look,
he's let
hey,
me down.
Onika, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, Onika called me.
Oh, would it? Do you know if you sell MP40 wet side,
Yeah.
right, and you sell a calcium reactor, you know, an expensive model,
Oh, what, they're like a Destaco or something?
like that one, yeah. I
Yeah.
bet you could buy a couple of them.
Yeah, I reckon I could as well.
Yeah, do it. Anyone want to buy an MP40 wet side? In fact, why not do a competition and give it away for free?
I could do, couldn't I?
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
That'll piss him off more.
First one in the chat to call Owen Bellin gets a free MP40 wet side.
Woody, got a question for you. 5 foot 10.
What's that, mate? Yeah.
Right? Bear in mind, I'm not sump experienced a little bit. I've got a sump. I've got an Aqua Evolution sump, the Pro sump.
Yeah.
You know, the one with the baffles in the middle. That's what I've got in the cupboard. I'm not going to show because I can't be bothered, but I've got that, and I've got a pump. But for the 5 foot outside, it's a 4,000 Niles. I don't know if that's going to be too much, but I think you can turn it down. But,
Yeah, if you can control it, that'd be fine.
Yeah, but you have to
But
control
for a
it.
5 foot tank with that sump, you're probably looking. What's the depth for that tank? How high is that tank? That 5 foot tank?
It's not. I say.
Is it shallow?
It's shallow. It's about 12, 13 inches.
So probably about 3.5, maybe 400 litres with sump.
Yeah, do you reckon that'd be too much?
If you want to do 10 times turnover, then it'd be spot on. But if you want to bring it down a bit to slow the flow through the sump,
well,
then,
I'm not.
yeah.
I'll cheese Paul off here because every time I had my little frag tank over there, ages ago, like, seriously, will you fill it up? That's all he said to me, fill it up. Fill it up. And I was like, and I didn't know him at the time. I was like, this fucking geezer wants me to fill the tank. I'm not filling it up. I won't fill it right up. I don't know why. I won't.
How are you going to drill it? You're going to drill the bottom and have standpipes. So you're going to drill.
Drilled. It's already drilled.
drilled.
It's already got. I think it. Like it's 30 mil or 40.
Gal, that's an old thing. No one does 10 times turnover anymore, mate.
Yeah, no, it's got a hole drilled in. But what I was going to do with the return, I'm not drilling the side of it because I don't want to do that. I might just come straight over and go in like that.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can start off. Is it a controllable pump?
Yeah,
Is it a
well,
pump?
like, I bought it right to do that. I had another little tank there, which was an all-in-one. I bought it for that, but it was powerful, man. It was like seriously, it was like, and I just took it off. I give up with it in the end. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I just put it all in the cupboard.
Yeah, just if you're going to use it, turn it down. Start off with it low. Start off with it. It'll probably take it down to say 2,000 litres an hour. Start off with that, and then run like that. Just get used to the tank running, and get the you're going to put a ball valve or a gate valve on the dam pipe.
Yeah.
So you just tune it all, get it all tuned up.
Do I need it? I don't know. Do I need a UV sterilizer?
You don't need to have one.
No, you don't need one. But it's entirely up to you. If it's going to be a frag system, you're not going to be keeping fish in it. Yeah, I won't worry too much. If you start getting discoloured water, just put a bit of carbon in there or something. Just to
I will have the ball valve to sort of turn it around and slow it down and stuff.
Yeah, that'll slow it down. That'll quieten it for you as well.
Yeah.
If he's running a frag tank, what I'd do is get some of that. Do you know the polyfilter?
Yeah.
I'd stick some polyfilter in. Keep the got it right. You got polyfilter, and then you got your poly wool. Polyfilter is
right there.
Oh, sure. Okay, Woody.
A proper polyfilter.
Hello, Gene.
Hello, Seymour.
You've got polyfilter, which is actually a brand name.
JB, do you run that 4,000 litre pump at max, or have you got it turned down? Because for a 250 litre tank, that's that's up there.
Yeah, I saw BRS was talking about that thing the other day, and a lot of times, one of the biggest surprises when I got the flow meter was I was running a Vectra, and I was using like 3/4 inch plumbing, and when I opened the Vectra like full, I was only getting like about 600 gallons per hour max. So a lot of times when we're running these pumps and we think we're getting 1,000 gallons an hour from a 1,000-gallon pump, you're getting nowhere close to that.
Oh,
I measured my pump the other day. I'm doing.
And if the pipe work's running up and that, it's gonna, isn't it?
Yeah, it's head pressure.
It's never going to be running 100%.
Yeah, I'm getting 2 times turnover. I think that's good enough for me.
Right, let me just talk about this polyfilter.
Go on, sorry.
Right, polyfilter is I'll put a link in the chat here, right? So you can look. Polyfilter it's like floss, but it actually takes all the shit out of your water. So it takes all metals out of your water, takes your like nitrates, phosphates out of the water. For frag tanks, that's what you want to use.
Yeah.
Hang on, how do I share this shit, Woody?
What's that, mate?
How do I share it? I'm on Amazon now.
Yeah.
And I've not got live for me.
Do you want to share it? Just copy the link.
Yeah, I'll just
copy and then paste it in the chat.
This link, it does like 400 characters and it won't let me do it. You know what? I'll do it on my phone and do it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, have you never heard of polyfilter?
I think he just showed some there, didn't he?
No. That's filter floss.
Oh.
That's just normal. I think what you're saying, Paul, must have something else. That's just normal filter floss. It's good.
It changes colour. Once it's depleted, it changes colour. And it changes colour to whatever it takes out of the water.
Yeah, it's got something in it which is literally takes all the crap out of your water. It's basically like running a skimmer, but it's just a little pad that you put in your tank. Yeah. I used them. I've used them plenty of times. When my tank's gone shitty, I've thrown one in, and I tell you what, to say it works.
Not that too long ago, didn't you? When your tank crashed.
Yeah. But I put it in, and it was changing colour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's good shit, but like I say, for what it is, it looks expensive, but it's not. It costs about £9. Looking, yeah, I'll put it in YouTube. Here we go. Jesus.
I mean, all I'm going to have is literally the sump, and I probably will get a nylon skimmer, and probably that stuff there, and that's about it for now, and a filter sock.
Yeah, so you don't need a lot.
I'm not going to go mad with it. I'll tell you what I will get is a D&D controllable heater, though. That's a must. Because if it's at my dad's, even though my old dear went to me, listen, you show me what to do, I'll look after it for you, because that's what my mum's like. She went, I'll sort it out for you. I said, I'll get that.
No, it's not the pinky pads, JB.
There you go. Click on that. Are you in the? Can you click on that link? Does it let you click on that link?
The link's there, but I don't know if you can click on it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
That's solid filter. So what is it for twin discs? So £10.99 out of stock at the minute, but get it from Amazon and everything.
Yeah, so it's not super expensive then, is it?
It's not, but you can keep that in your tank for about 6 months, and it literally strips all the shit out of your tank. And it's like having a skimmer in your tank because it takes that much crap out.
Well, with that, and it do well, wouldn't it?
What's the bloke called? That Australian bloke who does videos. You out, Mike?
Bruce. Every
Yeah,
Australian man's called Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah, well, there's an Australian, there's a guy who does videos, does like reefing videos, Australian guy. He works in a shop. He absolutely loves the stuff.
Are you on about Parker? Parker's Reef? Are you on about him?
No. No.
I know you're talking about. It begins with an A, his channel, isn't it? Yeah.
Majestic Aquariums, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. He'll tell you about polyfilter on his videos. Jesus Christ. I remember watching him.
He's been doing videos for years.
Yeah,
You know, he does some pretty good videos in all fairness.
Like Ginger, is he like Ginger guy?
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah. He's been doing videos for donkeys. He has.
He does
No, not Gallery Aquatic, mate. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
You're back up.
Here he is.
I can't hear him eating crisps.
Yeah. Well, I'm going in a minute, so we're all good.
No, you're not.
Looking at him.
11 o'clock, you're allowed to go.
I've got a leak of reef.
What are you going to go and do? Go up in the loft and put your finger in the hole?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you can do. Another thing, if you can get in the loft, right, and you can see a crack in the tile, I don't advise it. It is bodging it, but if it's hammering down with rain and you went up there and you see the tiles cracked, if you get some mastic, no, seriously, it will get you out of trouble until the roofer can fix it.
Nah, I wait for the roofer. I'm good.
So August 2021. Are you talking about a show, Gal?
Oh, fucking easy.
To have to stick his finger in it. I think that's better. Anyway, Woody.
Yes, mate.
I've been trying to test them on phosphates with the ultra low range checker, and it's still 00. So.
What?
So you've got nothing in the system.
I've got 6
nitrates and 0 phosphates.
Did you say 0 nitrates as well?
No, 12 nitrates and 0 phosphates.
Oh, have you not got dinos everywhere? Have you got any dinos?
I got some nasty algae in the nano tank that I just put a mini UV in that tank, but maybe that's the cause of that. Doesn't look like dinos, but I think I'll be all right. I got a UV running though. Remember, I run a UV sterilizer, so
yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go.
Oh, shut up, you big tart.
all right, bye.
Everyone's been waiting for you. Good old, we ain't spoken to Seymour in a couple of days.
It's all right. We can chat to Seymour. Oh, good. I wrote, fill my bath for me. My missus wrote, no, sick of being your bath slave. Bloody hell. She's filling it up. I can hear it. Whoop, whoop.
That's not the bath. That's your roof leaking.
Dickhead. I want to use the super chance to buy some glue. That's what I was doing with the glue before, wasn't it? I was just thickening it up to patch my roof up.
Mixing some sugar with it.
Yeah, that's it. Right, I'm going to go.
No, you big tart.
What? Been good.
Yeah, we've had a laugh. It's been fun. It's only been just over an hour, though, isn't it? 20 to 9, wasn't it? 20 to 9 till just
hour,
gone 10
hour, and,
o'clock.
hour and 20 minutes. So you go, all right. I need to save some of the minutes because I've only got 20 hours a month and I've used about 18 of them.
So I do another live stream for a week.
That's what I'm saying. We're doing a live stream this week.
Kind of come back to work Friday.
That's all right. We'll do one before Friday. I'm off Thursday. We'll do one for Thursday night.
All right.
Oh, there we go. All right, people.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Thanks for
Gal
joining.
said Kelly's got the toaster beside the bar for you.
Go. Cheers for the super chat.
He's the only one that done it.
That VPN worked. All right. Right, people. Catch you again soon. Thanks for joining. See you later.
See you later, guys.
See you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Is it
Bye,
all
mate.
over?
Hi, Cole.
It is. Stay there.
Well,
In a bit.
it's only 10 o'clock.